Hey everybody, the High Line is what you're looking at right now. The High Line it's an elevated park in New York City, and it was built on a former elevated railroad that used to run through the city back in the old days. The railroad would transport freight to and from the city, and it was abandoned for the longest time, and it was basically just a mess. It was a relic of when the railroads were running, and nothing was running anymore. And I believe David Bowie is one of the first people to put some money behind renovating the elevated tracks and turning it into a public park. And it's open now in the city, and it's fantastic. It's pretty much instantly become one of my favorite places to hang out and spend some time to do some reading and writing. It starts in the Meatpacking District and it extends up to Chelsea, and I think they're planning to build it all the way up to 34th Street. There's plenty of trees and flowers, and there's a ton of benches and seats all over the place, both in the sun on a sunny day and in the shade as well. And I've noticed that a lot of artists and writers are kind of frequenting it. They're the ones who are pretty much hanging out, taking pictures, making paintings, and jotting in their journals and writing stories and stuff. And I guess, I took these pictures and I wanted to show them to you because what I do all the time is I take pictures all the time of things and people and places just to kind of give myself ideas. It's kind of like a visual idea book. And I encourage you to do the same thing. I encourage you also to get outside. I tend to spend too much time at my desk and inside writing, and you can kind of get jammed up that way. You feel like a plant that needs to be watered and get some sun on it. So I just remind myself to get out as often as possible and to do some old-fashioned style writing. I like to take a pen and a pad, instead of a computer, and just jot things down longhand, and then maybe freshen them up when I get back to the computer. But again, the High Line is a fantastic place, and again, I encourage you to get outside, find your place, whether it's a park or just, even your front stoop, depending on where you live. If you have property, you can get out in your backyard. I mean, you know the places that you probably have and places that you'd like to maybe explore a bit. And I think you'll put a fresh spin on your writing. I know it definitely helps me. And, the High Line to me is an example of what it means to have an artist's eye. This is an abandoned site that most people are overlooking, and some people with some creativity and good ideas say, hey, we can turn this into something beautiful. And these images that you're looking at are the results of what artists do to the world. We take things that either don't exist or exist in a different form, things that don't really appeal to anyone, and we can transform them into something pretty magical. I hope you enjoyed the pictures, and I hope that you're being creative today, tomorrow, next week, and for the rest of the year. Hope you enjoyed the video, folks. Thanks.